Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I am going to show you how to create a reverse market cap portfolio that is auto rebalancing using shrimpy.io. So I know that's kind of a lot. I don't think it'll take too long to get through all this. I want to just walk through a couple components. And first, thanks for coming to the channel. If you want, definitely subscribe, throw this a like. This is my first video. My channel is not really going to be Bitcoin price predictions or DeFi price predictions or really any of that. It's going to be more portfolio management based. Different ways methods I use to manage all my crypto. All right, so reverse market cap portfolio. First, what is it? Typically, when you think of market cap weighting portfolios, you're generally looking at um, setting up a portfolio where your holdings are in line with the market caps, uh, in relation to the rest of your portfolio. So for this portfolio, I chose these coins over here: Cardia Chain, Tomo, KNC. This is actually the start of what's going to be my DeFi portfolio. Not every coin that I like for DeFi is on the exchange that I'm going to automate this with. That's a problem with crypto is you got to have 10 different exchanges or wallets to really get all the projects you want. I want to add Rune and Ren for sure to this if and when they get listed on the exchange I run it on. But for now, these are the three I've got to work with. Reverse market cap. What we're doing here is we want to do pretty much the exact opposite of a weighted market cap portfolio. So instead of the biggest market cap being the biggest holding, the smallest market cap will be your biggest holding. And I'm going to work through these numbers, and this spreadsheet you're seeing right here, this is actually, there's a link in the description of this video where you can go ahead and download it, and I've got some formulas preloaded, so we'll walk through it. I'll show you how you can really use this for any coins you like. I'm not recommending anything to you guys. This is just kind of a strategy you can use. I'll never make a coin recommendation because I could definitely be wrong. This is all really new. I'm really looking for momentum in the DeFi space, and so definitely for several months, I think this will play out well. But that's just my take. Definitely research the projects. I'm not even going to get into the projects really, more just the strategy. So on this portfolio or on this spreadsheet, we've got four different columns here. We've got your projects. We've got the market caps here. And for the market caps, I just went to coinmarketcap.com, got all those. All this is doing is totaling them up, which the total in this column actually has no impact on what we're trying to accomplish here. But I put it in there just because I thought it was an interesting thing to see. And it even let me quickly calculate in a traditional weighted market cap, these would be my holdings. 3% Cardia Chain, 17% Tomo, 80% Kyber. So what we're going to do to get the inverse is a real simple equation, which is just 1 divided by market cap. So in here, you can see I put that equation in there. All it is, if I were to type it out here, equals 1 divided by market cap of Cardia Chain. And, those are already done here. So if you want to switch to, let me move this here, something different here, easy enough, plug in the market cap, it's going to calculate this automatically for you. What you're going to do after you have those is you're going to total them up in this bottom column, which again, this is already built in here. Now, if you want to add some more positions to this, you could always insert some columns in here, or some rows rather, and this is still going to follow over here. What doesn't continue over is actually that equation that's built in that equals 1 divided by market cap. But if you were to plug something in here that, let's say, had a 100 market cap, very small coin, you're getting crazy, you could actually just drag this down from this corner and it's going to do it again for you. So we're going to get rid of that, get back to my original sheet here. So now that you have this done, you need to find your portfolio allocation based on the inverse. So to do that, it's really pretty easy. You just do equals this divided by your total. So it'll always be um, your individual inverse market cap divided by the total to get that, and that's from that equation from, I don't know, sixth or seventh grade, whole times percent equals part. And then what you're trying to solve for is percent, so you divide the whole thing by whole, which ends up giving you percent equals part divided by whole. That's just a good refresher for the middle school math that we no longer use. So go ahead and delete that. Now we have our portfolio allocation. These are the inverses, and it's really interesting to see side by side. It doesn't line out exactly the same, but if you look here, Cardia chain was supposed to be 3 in a weighted market cap. Now it's going to be 82, whereas Kyber Network would have been 3, which is now going to be 80. So I think that's just interesting to see if you want to nerd out on some stuff. And down here, I have some hints or tips or whatever, just for market cap, go to coinmarketcap.com to calculate these formulas. Here is the equation. Formula is already in the cells. And to calculate the formula for the portfolio allocation, you're just taking 1 divided by market cap, which is this number, divided by the sum of all 1 divided by market caps, which is then this number. So again, you can definitely click on the link in the description and download this spreadsheet, add stuff, change stuff. This is really just something to help out with the math and help you get these calculations going. Then from there, what I look to do is for almost every portfolio I'm running, or really different portfolio strategy I'm running, I like to automate it all because I also own and run a business full time, so I can't be plugged into everything all the time, nor would you want to be. There's more to life than crypto sometimes. Sometimes we get real obsessed, but there's definitely times where you just want that automation running in the background for you. So that's where we go over to shrimpy.io. Now, what Shrimpy lets you do is automate all kinds of portfolio settings. It's really neat. They've also added in some trading features. I definitely recommend you check out shrimpy.io. So this is actually connected to a Coinbase account that I have less than a penny in, just because I want to show you guys how to set these settings up. So when I set these up, I actually won't be able to use Cardia Chain and Tomo in my example because they are not on Coinbase, but Kyber is. But I'll pick 3 different coins and it's all going to be the same either way. So after you connect to your exchange with shrimpy.io, you'll go ahead and you will create an automation. So definitely assuming this is your first automate. So first, I always like to name them. Let's go with reverse market cap portfolio. Save that guy. Now you'll add your assets. Now again, in my real life example of this, I would be choosing these on a different exchange, but I'm running this example through Coinbase. So we'll just pick 3 things that Coinbase has because it really is just the point of showing how this works. So imagine EOS is Cardia Chain, Tezos is Tomo, Stellar is Kyber. All I need to do here is set these percentages based on what I have built into my spreadsheet here. So 82, 15, 3. So now that you're going to be basically telling the software, you want it to allocate your holdings. You want 82% of your portfolio to be EOS, or, well, in this example, Cardia Chain. And then 15 and 3. So rebalancing, I think, is really important. You can do it on a time interval. You could tell it to do it once a week. I don't do it based on time. I prefer to do it based on what the market's actually doing. So I generally operate with the alts in a 20 to 30% range. And what that means is if I plug a 20 in here, if Cardia Chain goes up 20%, it's going to then trigger a rebalance, where it's going to, because if Cardio Chain went up 20%, it's now going to be more than 82% of my portfolio. So it'll rebalance the entire portfolio to get back to these settings. So if you want to let cryptos run a little more before that happens, you could say 30, you could go 40%, really whatever you want to do, try different stuff out. I've found that 20% is pretty effective in letting good swings, sizable swings happen, but also not, you know, missing swings. Let's say this went up 15, came down 15. You're not really taking advantage of it. So, that's up to you. Definitely take some time and really think about it. I like 20. It's working out pretty well for me on a couple other portfolios I'm running. So you do that. You set your threshold. I would set this to 20. And then you save it. And when you're ready, you just hit start. And what's really neat is your whole portfolio could be 100% Bitcoin. And this will automatically sell everything off and purchase whatever you need. So it'll take whatever you're holding in there. You could just have a bunch of tether in there, and it's going to reallocate everything how you tell it to. So again, a really neat system over at shrimpy.io. Super cool, not that expensive, way cheaper than a lot of the bot trading options out there. And I think, I've actually had more success with portfolio management than I ever did with bot trading because, with bot trading, you're trying to tell the market, or you're essentially trying to predict the market. You want to allocate a certain strategy that you hope is going to play out for you. With portfolio automation, you're more letting the market do what it's going to do, and you're taking what it gives you, right? So, and I'll make videos on other strategies. This one is a newer one. I actually started this portfolio today. So, we'll see what happens. Again, with the reverse market cap, I don't know if I explained this in the beginning. The point of doing this is really giving yourself a theoretical increase of returns. So in a tradition, if I set this up the traditional way, Kyber Network's 335 million, that would be 80% of this portfolio. And on a percentage basis, I would guess that Cardia Chain is going to outpace Kyber Network by quite a bit. If you just look at crypto market caps, if Kyber Network gets to 1 billion, it's going to be pretty much top 10, I'm pretty sure at this moment. So that's a 3x from here to get to 1 billion. For Cardia Chain to get to even just 100 million, that's a 10x. For it to catch up to KNC, that's a 30x. So I see a lot more potential there, and I'm willing to leverage my portfolio to capture that potential. And that's really the whole point of doing the reverse market cap portfolio is, you're looking for the undervalue and underweight cryptocurrencies, and you want to take advantage of their increases. And something to keep in mind, my plan is to do this weekly. You can do this whenever you want. I am going to update these market caps once a week. I think I update most of my stuff on Sunday, so I'll just do it on Sunday. I'll just pull up CoinMarketCap and plug this in. Let's say Cardia Chain increased to 15 million, over the course of a week, and the other ones didn't move. So what you can see is this actually dropped my allocation from 82 to 79. So all I would do is on that Sunday that I do this, change that to 79, that to 17, this to 4. And the reason to do this is theoretically your potential gains from Cardia Chain have shrunk a little bit. Cardia Chain is starting to catch up to the other two. So you should be holding a little bit less of it. Again, I'm not recommending you make this portfolio by any means. I'm just wanted to throw out a different way you can manage your cryptocurrency. Most of crypto is focused on that, that trading, trying to catch those gains, sell the top, buy the bottom, buy the dip, blah, blah, blah. my plan with this portfolio is I think we've got a lot of room to run on these holdings, and I think it could be over several months, 6 months, a year. And I don't know how high these things are going to go, but I want to kind of play that swing. And there's going to be ups and downs, and this automation software is going to keep everything in line how it is. Let's say KNC goes on a major run and doubles. Well, that whole time, I'm going to be selling those profits off into Cardia Chain and Tomo. So, or if Cardia Chain goes on a massive run and goes to $100 million, well, I'm going to be selling those profits off into Tomo and KNC. So no matter what happens here, and I'll give some love to Tomo. Let's say Tomo goes to 300 million, right? Well, we're going to be taking those profits automatically. I'm not going to be FOMOing at any point. A really nice thing about automation strategies is you keep your emotion out of it. You want to come up with a strategy, you implement it, you can definitely adjust it along the way, but there's no more emotional trading. Typically what I'm doing is just checking in, making sure that what I'm holding is still worth holding. So with Cardia Chain, Tomo, and Kyber, I have no reason to believe these are bad holds for the next year. At some point they might become, or there might be better options and I'll make switches, but for now I'm gonna ride this DeFi wave, right? So this is the DeFi portfolio. I want to add some Rune and some Ren to it, but right now they're not available on the exchange I run this on. So hopefully they will be. I hold those in a different wallet that sadly can't be on this automation, but I still manage that one, and it's a lot harder to manage it, myself day to day rather than just have the automation handle it for me. So again, this spreadsheet link is down in the description. I'll put a link to shrimpy.io in the description also because just think it's awesome. I don't even know if they do referral links. I'm not that worried about it. And good luck, guys. I hope you found this useful. I'm gonna keep making some videos like these. Again, this is my first one. And you can probably tell I'm new to the YouTube scene, but I think I've got some value to add. So if you agree, I'd appreciate a subscribe or a like or a share. And really, I'm not here to clickbait or tell you to buy the next great thing. It's more just, hey, here's a strategy. I'm trying it out myself. It's tested. If you look into some reverse index funds, reverse weighted ETFs. There's some good literature there. They've been relatively successful. So just another way to do it. And I wish you guys good luck with your crypto and with what's hopefully at the beginning of an alt season and a bull market.